Hey people, and welcome to Yahoo in the Know Furniture Flip. I'm your host Bree, and I'm going to teach you how to take your old and outdated furniture and turn it into something new. Let's get to it. I got this piece of furniture from my favorite place, Facebook Marketplace. I paid around $40 for it, and this piece is what I would call a mid-century modern piece. This dresser is really old and really outdated, and all I'm going to be doing is painting this dresser. So I'm going to show you how the magic of paint can make a dresser look completely different. I'll be using my sander to scuff sand, and I'll be using a 150 grit. I'll be using this blue paint. I'll be using my roller to paint, the gold spray paint to paint the knobs, Bondo to fix any damages. The first thing I'm going to be doing is cleaning the piece. You want to get all the dirt off of the piece before you start sanding. This dresser has a few spots with damages. We have this corner and this bottom corner where the wood is missing, and I'm going to be filling that in with Bondo. I like to use Bondo because it gets really hard and it won't break off. To apply the Bondo, you have to use a hardener to the Bondo, but when you do this, you have to work with it within 10 to 15 minutes because then it dries up and you're not able to spread it on. This should be plenty of Bondo for these two spots. And then now we're going to add the hardener. This is the amount of hardener that you need. And you just want to mix it together, and then you're gonna smooth it out. So it's just like icing a cake. After you do that, you're gonna let it dry, and then you're gonna sand it smooth. So now I'm going to scuff sand the entire piece while the Bondo dries. So now the Bondo is dried. You can always tell that it's dry by just running your hand over it. It's gonna be really hard. And I'm going to use a 150 sanding grit on speed 6 to sand it smooth. And what you're doing is you're gonna sand it smooth so it's even with the dresser. First corner is done, and what I do is I take my hand and I rub it over where the Bondo was, and that's how I make sure that it is now smooth with the rest of the dresser. Now I'm going to take my towel and I'm going to wipe off all the extra sanding dust. You always want to make sure that you do this before you begin painting, because if you start painting before wiping it off, you're just going to have sanding dust all in your paint. I'm painting this dresser a dark navy blue. So I'm doing navy blue with the gold handles because it really gives it a classy look, which I love. This is one coat on the top. With this paint color, I'm going to do 2 coats. So I'm going to let the first coat dry, and then I'm going to do the rest of the dresser, and then we'll go back for a second coat. So now I'm done painting the piece. I painted it this really pretty deep blue color, and now I'm going to paint the knobs a gold color. And when I paint the knobs, I'm going to be using a gold spray paint. Okay, so now the knobs are done being painted, so now I'm going to put all the knobs back on the drawers, and I'll just be using the same screwdriver and the same nails. I'll be putting them on the same way that I took them off. Now the dresser is done, so here is the final look. I added the blue paint with the gold knobs. It gives it this really classy look, and I just absolutely love it. This piece could be used in your office, in your bedroom as a dresser, or in your living room as a credenza. Make sure to stay tuned for more Yahoo in the Know Furniture Flip.